Team New Kent Monday message is back. I realized about midway through last week in a conversation with some of our Team New Kent teammates that last week's Monday message was never sent out. It was in my draft folder, so it will now forever be the lost episode of the Monday message. Maybe they'll release that one day when in the future at some point, and you kind of see what's on it. I'll do a little recap here and talk about some things moving forward. And I gotta tell you, I'm so excited, and you're probably saying, you're almost always so excited, but we are heading into the last few weeks of the school year. So we got 4 days, and then 4 days, and then 5 days, and then 3 days, and boom, it's a wrap. It has been an incredibly fast year with some parts that were incredibly slow. So just an interesting year to say the least, but I'm excited today specifically for two reasons. One is I'm beginning to see what a typical end of year is like in New Kent. Although it is my year 3, I've never seen a lot of the traditions and a lot of the things that we do to close out the year. This morning I was at the senior walk, for example. So I was at New Kent Elementary. I know we had kids at George Watkins, and they all converged in their caps and gowns at New Kent Middle School. It was awesome to see that. It's my first time seeing that. Lots of other things, Unity Day last Friday, a lot of different things coming up, the way we celebrate and the way we close out a year. So I'm incredibly excited about that. So that's one thing. The second thing that I'm incredibly excited about is tonight we are going to hopefully approve our budget. It has been an incredibly difficult budget year. We start this process back in October. We really need 2 numbers in order to finalize our budget. One is the state number, and the other is the local New Kent number. To date, we have not had a firm number for either of those for a lot of different reasons. We won't actually get our state number until June, some point. The local number, working with the Board of Supervisors and our school board, really want to thank them for their partnership. Very excited about the work we're doing together there. So we were able to finalize that. They will actually vote on it later this week, and our board will approve our part of the budget tonight. So pending board approval tonight, we are worked, which means we can move on our contracts. So we are moving forward with contracts. We hope to have that to you towards the end of this week. So we're aiming for Thursday on that. Stay tuned on how that comes out. It may spill into Tuesday of next week. It just depends as far as processing that. So big overview, highlight of the budget. The biggest focus is compensation. So 5% increase for all employees, and then we're doing additional increases in other areas, paraprofessionals for one, administrative assistants, bus drivers, and different components, and still working through that budget. So like I said, we don't get a state number till June. We could potentially do more. It just depends on what we see in June, but we feel good about that moving forward, and a lot of work has gone into that. And just want to thank everybody for their work on that budget. We have seen some really significant healthcare increases over the past 2 years, this past year specifically. So we did have to budget additional revenue there. So we have that in the budget as well. And we'll talk more about healthcare as we go forward in the next couple of weeks. We'll be making some tweaks and some shifts. We'll simplify several things, and we'll do a lot more on the communication side of things with healthcare. So stay tuned with that. I just finished reading a book. I haven't talked to you about a book in a while. It's called The Intention Imperative. It's, I believe, Mark Sanborn, you may know from The Fred Factor. He wrote that forever ago. But one of the things that he says in that is, the true definition of a leader is that something or someone is better as a result of you being a leader. And I just want to say thank you, Team New Kent, because I'm better because of you. I'm better because of everything we've been through, our conversations, our work together, and what we put forward. We are going into the summer, and we're going into a fantastic next school year. But we have a lot of ceremonies and a lot of things to celebrate along the way. So I hope you have a great week. I look forward to seeing you soon.